On Saturday morning, the crew and I went out to one of my favorite morning spots, some land that I have that's right next to a bedding area.
Yeah, there's like 3 lakes here. A creek that runs from this pond here over to there, and then high ground, low ground, high ground, low ground, high ground, low ground for about a half a mile or better. There's your corn right there. We got out here early enough. They should be in this corn.
So we got to get in there early and post up before the sun even thinks about coming up. And we got in there on Saturday and we got to our spot, and it's pretty much of a guarantee you're going to see a deer there in the morning.
It sounds a lot better here now.
We saw one on Saturday morning, but it happened to be a small buck.
And that was all we saw. So ends up to not be such a great day. Next time there'll be like 15 does out here.
Packed up, we got out of there, and we came back the next day. I actually had my boy Ricky behind the camera, and we had a pretty successful hunt where I shot the biggest doe that I had probably ever shot with a bow.
In all the years that Randy and I have been hunting, and we've been friends and we've been business partners, we've never actually really sat together. We've never been, in the same tree or even near each other for that matter. We were sitting in the stand and I was getting a little bit discouraged, and he said 8:30, 8:30. He said, dude, every time I see a deer, it's 8:30. Those does came out at 8:20. I mean, it was like clockwork. They came in despite the war going on around us with the duck hunters, and they were a little bit skittish, because the one doe kind of spun around pretty quick, but I mean, arrow hit where it needed to, and we watched her go down in sight.
It's so cool, you can see the arrow fly.
I hit her in the liver with a rage broadhead, and I've hit deer in the liver before and they die from it because it's a major organ. But I've never seen a liver shot go down in sight, ever. And my arrow did not get good penetration. She ducked and spun the arrow too. At 35 yards, she tucked up just a little bit and started to spin, so the arrow got back because of the spin and the duck, and it hit a little high.
And I hit her a little far back, but we're pretty confident in the fact that she's done. So we're gonna go get on the blood trail right now, and hopefully we'll be on a deer here in a couple minutes.
However, I wasn't following blood trail. I was just looking for my deer where it laid on the ground, where I watched it go down. I've never had that happen with a liver shot before, so I'm pretty impressed, I gotta admit.
That was my first experience seeing deer go down in sight too, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
We didn't have to get on a blood trail, but we did.
But there was a blood trail, a big one.
She's gonna be an easy one to get out.
3 breeders.
Pretty fun. Memorable experience. Remember it for a lifetime for sure.
Yeah.